After the strong backlash to the very first trailer of the new Sonic movie, Paramount spent $5 million to change his design. But this wasn't an example of supply and demand. Instead, this was an example of consumer choice theory. And if you understand that, you'll not only understand the behaviors of consumers, you'll also understand why Paramount had no choice but to change Sonic's design. Welcome, fellow comicists. My name is Greg, where learning economics is as easy as watching a movie. The economic theory of consumer choice is all about how we as consumers behave and why we decide to buy the things that we do. So let's go through the 4 different factors of consumer choice theory. The first factor is what we call consumption sets, which is basically all the different choices that a consumer may have. So for me, it's not just going to see a blue bestiality demon spawn, it's also about whether or not I want to stay in and watch Netflix, or whether I want to go out with friends, or maybe I just want to play Sonic the Hedgehog, the video game. These are all different choices that I may have, and Paramount is trying to say, no, you want to go see this movie over these other things that are your options. The second factor of consumer choice theory is what we call preference relation, or basically how satisfied you are with a product. So would I rather go see the furry experiment gone wrong for 2 hours? Would that make me satisfied with my choice? Or do I feel like my satisfaction would be higher if, let's say, this looked more like this? The third factor is called price system, which is what the choice costs. So this is really where Paramount is trapped, because they can't exactly lower the price of a movie ticket. It's pretty much set between $10 or $13. So now they have to make sure that this, a deranged mixture between Grover and a hedgehog, actually is worth $13 for me to go see. And honestly, I'd rather gouge my eyes out rather than paying $13 to see that. The fourth and final factor is called initial endowment, which basically says, does the consumer already own one of the consumption sets that we mentioned earlier? I already paid my $13 for Netflix. Why should I go pay an extra $13 to go see this thing up on the big screen when I can just stay in and watch at least one movie in a night? Not really a hard choice in that case if the design of Sonic looks like this. So as you can see, Paramount was definitely in a bind. They didn't have a lot of wiggle room to try and bring consumers in to say, hey, look, you do have all these other choices and some of them might be cheaper, but you want to go see our Sonic. So of course they had to go from this design to this design, which is a lot better and seems to have paid off, seeing that the movie has made over $265 million worldwide. So you might be wondering, what's the difference between this and supply and demand? I have a video that goes in depth with the theory of supply and demand that you can check out right up here, and I will see you in that next video.